It's a Gundam!
Draco here, and welcome back to Real Grade GaoGaiGar on It's a Gunpla, the show whose name I didn't think up very well. So, I'll level with you. I'm still sick. I'm at the point now where I'm coughing a lot, just trying to get all of the remnant out of my lungs. So, we're gonna see how long my voice holds up for this one. So, Drill Gal Part 2, so it's just Part 1 but mirrored. I mean, that's probably going to blow somebody's mind, but not really. So, for the uninitiated, normally during these videos I'll talk about stuff, I'll ramble, because with something like this, the build's a lot more straightforward than some of the part work models and stuff. So anyway, plus it's a good opportunity to talk to you guys who actually watch these videos, other than my wife, that is. So continuing, like I said, this is virtually identical, just slightly mirrored, so I'm not going to have any little tidbits or wisdom that's going to change that. Now, if you're clicking, don't mind me, I'm fidgeting with something, trying to keep myself from coughing as much, because it's almost time for my medicine. Not quite, but almost. So anyway, so what I'm fiddling with is a Transformers Legacy DevCon. He's just the closest figure on my shelf I could reach. Great figure. Don't know why he doesn't get more love in the modern media. I mean, Autobot Bounty Hunter. I mean, you would think he would be a perfect foil for Lockdown, the Decepticon or unaffiliated bounty hunter. Anyway, so ignoring that, so GaoGaiGar. So Drill Gal obviously is a double drill tank. Ignoring the whole logical problems with a drill tank in general. It's a fascinating thing because on Genesis GaoGaiGar, which is the true form of GaoGaiGar, instead of drill tanks, you have straight Gao and spiral Gao. And they are mole-like robots because all of Genesis Gao machines are animals. Stealth Gao is a bird. Liner Gao is replaced with a shark and a whale. And then obviously Drill Gao is replaced with the two moles. Which, as their name implies, one has a straight drill more reminiscent of GaoGaiGar's drills on his Drill Gao. And the other has a spiral drill more like what's on the classic GaoGaiGar, or vanilla if you wish. Just an interesting departure and a good thematic fusion. Because if you follow the show's logic and all these are derived from the same source, and the only difference is that well, if you, I shouldn't say the only difference, but the major difference is just the change in theming. Because GaoGaiGar, in my opinion, had that retro future feel to a lot of its technology. And then you combine that retro future feel with the classic the classic feel of GaoGaiGar, and then you obviously, and then throw in the animals, and you obviously get Genesik. Which Genesik also, its design also borrows heavily from Cyborg Guy, from his armor, his long hair, and whatnot. So, in addition to being the legs of GaoGaiGar, Drill Gao can also attach to Gaigar, becoming basically drill-laden boxing gloves, which is both stupid and awesome. Although I'm curious, with that cross compatibility, what does Liner Gao do besides form GaoGaiGar's shoulders? Although I actually have been watching GaoGaiGar, and I actually forgot that Liner Gao actually has equipment and technology that it can use on the railways. So it actually does have functionality beyond just forming a chunk of GaoGaiGar. So yeah. Now, as I'm watching myself build this, I get this weird sense of deja vu, like I'm installing this backwards, and judging from my own hesitation, I'm thinking the exact same thing. Like, wait, this seems backwards to me. So, I'm thinking we'll cut ahead till I have it sorted out. So, jumping ahead about 30 seconds after checking a bunch of stuff, it appears to be correct. Because we can slide in the tracks, and everything seems to be holding together. Now, I am double checking my stuff because if we remember part 1, I got one of those backwards and had a time getting it sorted. So, there we go. And although the video doesn't show it too well because it's very small and buried in the red section, there is a clear canopy and a fully molded cockpit seat there for the episode where members of 3G had to manually operate the Gao machines. And then I also looked forward and I realized that final GaoGaiGar required multiple operators. Because Guy was in Guy Leon, and then Mamoru and Kaido were in Bird Gao, I believe it is, or Gadget Gao. That's it. Except I think technically Mamoru was inside of Guy Leon. But yeah, there was different members to operate different pieces and also to maximize the GS ride because GaoGaiGar derives its strength from courage. So its strength is literally proportional to the courage of its users. So in theory, more users with more courage gives GaoGaiGar even greater power. So, long story short here, I'm just applying some of the stickers because I didn't notice this before, and again, I wasn't paying the most attention last time, that they actually called for putting these on before finishing the assembly. So, admittedly, it makes it easier to do this before, but as you notice, if you don't have everything all the way sent, you can just kind of pull it apart and do it, or you can just put it on all attached. In all honesty, there isn't a radical difference. Because I did most of the stickers and decals after finishing. Alright, I missed an undergate, so I'm just trimming that up real quick. Yeah, and unlike Zabungle, who I'm still salty about, this actually tells you things are undergated and need to be adjusted. And again, I'm committing a no-no with my knife, and you don't cut towards yourself. Be smarter than I am. I'm too old. I'm too old and not the... How do I put this eloquently? I had to learn everything the hard way. I didn't have somebody giving me good advice, or YouTube when I was learning. So that's mainly, that's GaoGaiGar right there, so we're just going to keep putting stickers on from this point. So there's no more building, so if you don't care about the stickers, I will completely understand if you move on. So while I'm recovering, videos are going to be sporadic because my voice just isn't holding up enough for me to talk like I normally do. Excuse me. So normally I do videos in batches because, like you said, generally I kill all the audio on them because, you know, most of it's just mundane stuff of me talking to my wife or listening to various stuff on TV while I'm building things. You know, if I ever take to doing live builds or something, it'd be a little different. But live builds will have to wait. So my voice is starting to hurt, so while I'm putting the stickers on, I'm just going to let the audio run, and I'll be back at the end for the outro. Okay, so for GaoGaiGar, we're just going to combine the two halves together. They just lock in, make sure the tracks are all the way retreated up into their locked position, and then just adjust the clearly not GaoGaiGar's feet hanging off the back. So yeah, and GaoGaiGar is done. So I think I'm going to get Liner Gao and GaoLeon for a nice little group shot, and then we're going to finish up. So thanks for watching. check out my fantasy story, King of Mercenaries on Fiction Press. Chapter 8, like I said, sometime early February. This set looks really awesome. Thanks for watching. See you for the next video.